PSV have started the 23-24 season off with a bang. They've won all 15 games in the Eredivisie so far, and they've qualified for the knockout stage of the Champions League for the first time since they were knocked out by Atletico Madrid in 2016. And because of this, I've started to pay a little bit more attention. In particular, I've been really impressed with their wide attackers. Now, the first thing that's clear is that PSV's wingers are traditional wingers. They start high and wide. And they do this for no other reason other than to find themselves as often as possible in this position here, where they can receive a forward pass in enough space to turn an isolated defender on 1v1. Now, the truth is there are a lot of really good wingers across the game, but very few actually get into good positions to isolate defenders 1v1. And that's because they start too close to their marker, and therefore they can't actually turn when they receive a forward pass. However, PSV wingers always use the width, and that's why they get themselves into so many good positions to attack fullbacks. For example, here we can see Bukayoko on the right side of the pitch starting high and wide, so he has enough space away from the fullback so he can bring it down safely and then attack in 1v1. The good thing about starting high and wide is that you create enough space to drop into to give yourself that extra yard away from the fullback, especially if he comes close to you like the yellow right back is doing here. Now, this is a common strategy for PSV's wingers. Here you can see Lang dropping off to receive a forward pass in space. And here we can see Lozano doing the same thing, dropping off to give himself a meter of space to turn. And here he goes 1v1 against the fullback. And again, this time it's Lang on the left side. He's dropped off to give him half a meter to face the defender, and this time we choose a combination to get in behind him. Now, the benefit of using the full width, and if you do have to drop off to receive that forward pass, if the direct opponent actually goes with you, like you can see the yellow right back doing, then it creates a space to then go in behind the fullback in a more direct manner and receive that pass behind him. Here, for example, we can see Van Aanholt, who's actually the left back here, and you've got the left winger of PSV more inside. But the same kind of principle applies. He's used the full width, he's dropped off slightly to give himself some space. The right back has followed him, is a little flat-footed, and that creates a space to receive a pass in behind the opposition right back. Now, another common error that we see, especially I see a lot of young players make, is they get so excited about running in behind that they forget to create the space. How often have we seen a winger of the team making that run too early and you've not created enough space either to the side or between the lines to receive a forward pass through? But what we see PSV's wingers do is they drift wide to create that space to receive a pass in behind the backline. For example, just pay attention to Lang here. You can see how he drifts wider to create that space. And of course, the added benefit of that, by drifting wider, you might just entice the defender to go with you, and that creates good space for you to make that that diagonal run in behind the fullback. And here's a prime example of just this. You can see the PSV left winger, I think it's the Lang again. You know, he drifts wide to create that space, and the opposition right back goes with him, and that creates a pass inside. So what do PSV's wide attackers do so well? It's so simple. They use the width of the pitch. They are traditional wingers, and they do this for two main reasons. so they can create enough space to receive a pass so they can turn and face the fullback on 1v1, or they use the width to their advantage so they're in good position to receive a pass in beyond the back line. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have any further questions, then feel free to get in touch.